Hi, Christine.
Chris, yeah.
Yes. You prefer Chris? Yeah. Hi, my name's Jess. I'm one of the workers here at the Drug and Alcohol Service. Thanks for coming in today. Have you been to a place like this before, or?
Not like this. I've went to like a private psychiatrist about 6 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is coming into you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So we provide a number of different services, assessment, counselling, and some withdrawal management as well. We usually spend about an hour getting to know people and seeing, their perspective on what's going on for them. I'll let you know that what you're saying here is confidential unless I feel like you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else, and then I'll need to seek advice and get some extra assistance for us on that. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. So, I understand your mum and dad sent you along today. Yeah? What do you think that's about?
Probably because my grades have been dropping in school and they're worried about me.
Alright, and what's your take on things? What do you think? School's not going as well, or?
I suppose I found it hard to concentrate at school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to be there most of the time.
Alright, so you're trying to, it's a bit hard for you to focus at the moment. Have you lost interest in school, or?
Yeah, I used to be more, school focused, but this year, probably since mum and dad, they've been having a few problems and fighting and stuff at home, and
Okay. So you're having a bit of trouble concentrating and focusing on things, and things are a bit unsettled at home? Yeah? Okay. So, in regards to school, what are you having kind of trouble with, apart from the concentration? Are you not interested in school anymore, or?
Not really. It's not that I'm not interested. Maybe it's just I've not been not doing well and not being able to keep my head focused on it, and just because I've been dropping behind, it has been harder, and also I don't really kind of stop seeing some friends of mine that I used to hang out with, and just, I don't know, it's just not that good.
Okay. Alright, well, apart from school, what about other parts of your life? What do you do in your spare time?
Usually on the weekends I'll go out or something. And then, yeah.
Okay. What do you do when you go out? Do you go to parties? Do you go?
Yeah, usually to it's club.
Okay. Okay, so when you go out, you go out to clubs?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What type of clubs? What type of music do you like?
Kind of dancey,
yeah,
emo kind of stuff, coffee kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And when you go, because you said you don't really see people at school as much, do you have a different group of friends you kind of go out with and socialise with at these clubs?
Yeah, not really friends so much, but just people who I hang out with there.
Okay, so you hang out with them. Do you kind of dance, or do you just socialise? What do you get up to when you're there?
Just drink and dance and that kind of thing.
Okay. So you have a bit of a drink when you're out? What do you like to drink?
Vodka or tequila, usually.
Okay. With mixes, or?
No, usually not. Usually
just try it. Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, it's a bit rough. Yeah.
I suppose.
Okay. What about anything else when you're there? Do you have any other types of things, like maybe speed or ecstasy, anything like that?
Not speed, but ease. I take ease, yeah.
Okay. And do you do that most weekends? Yeah.
Yeah, for like probably about 2 months or something.
Okay. In regards to your drinking, is it just when you're out at clubs, or do you drink on other days?
Like usually during the week as well.
Okay.
Drinking.
Alright. Most days, or? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How much do you think you drink in a day?
4 or 5 maybe.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And spirits?
Yeah, depends. Like sometimes, yeah, mostly spirits, but sometimes like wine and whatever. Okay.
Are you drunk?
Yeah. Like usually a bit like tipsy or something.
Okay. Alright. Well, with the alcohol, tell me what you like about it. What is a good thing?
I suppose it kind of helps me relax and yeah, like I feel more kind of calm and yeah, just like helps for me. My thoughts be calmer.
Okay. So it kind of helps you relax, chill out, stops your head going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So what are the not so good things about it, do you think?
Like a couple of times this year, I had to go to hospital because I drank too much.
Okay.
And I had to kind of like have my stomach pumped, and Mum and Dad were really like just gave me a lot of grief and quite disappointed and stuff.
It's pretty unpleasant. Yeah. Pretty yuck. Alright. What about the ecstasy? Tell me about that. Why is that? What do you like that?
Kind of like makes me just feel like better, like kind of happier and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what aren't the great things about it? What's not so good?
Well, like, yeah, Mum and Dad don't really know about it, but like, it's, probably the next day is pretty bad, because like, you get down and stuff the next day, and it usually lasts a little while.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough come down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you though, does that kind of last just the one day, or do you find that kind of carries on for a couple of days?
Kind of like, probably, it's the worst the day after, but it takes a few days to kind of, like, pray down most of the time anyway, but, so it's all just blends into each other, but the worst is the day after.
Okay. So, is, kind of going out and stuff one of the only things that makes you happy at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of the week you would say you're pretty kind of low and your mood's pretty bad. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
One second. Okay. Sometimes when people are feeling pretty bad and pretty low, they might feel pretty hopeless and feel maybe like things aren't really worth continuing on with. Do you ever feel that way and maybe, feel like hurting yourself?
Yeah,
Sometimes? Okay. Have you ever acted on that at all?
I'm not like to kill myself.
Okay.
But, like, probably about 6 months ago, I was having a bit of trouble. A friend of mine, like, just kind of stopped hanging out with me, and we used to be really close, and I found it really hard to cope with, and I just kind of started kind of scratching myself, like my wrists and stuff.
Okay. So you had the friend you kind of lost contact with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there anything else going on?
It was kind of like around the time, like my parents were kind of having a lot of trouble. And I just wasn't, you know, like, I didn't really want to see people. And she was, I don't know, like, just really interested in other people, like, you know, hanging out with other friends.
Okay. Chris, when we're talking to people and talking to them about their substance use, we also like to kind of get an idea as to where they're at with their moods and, you know, how they're feeling within themselves, and we've had a little bit of a chat about that. But we also have a checklist that we like to go through with people just to gauge a bit better as to where they're at with their mood and how they're feeling. Would that be okay with you if we ran through that? Yeah? Okay. Won't take long. Okay. So think about the past 4 weeks for me, and we'll run through these questions. The first one is more so a yes/no, and the rest are a 1 to 5 measurement. Okay. But the first question, I want you to think about the past 4 weeks and think about, you know, when you weren't feeling so great, was there someone around to help you if you feel like you wanted some help? Do you feel like there was somebody there if you wanted to talk to them?
Not really, no.
No?
Like, my mum, you know, like, she can't, like, wants to talk to me about stuff that, I don't really feel comfortable. But, yeah.
Okay, so you don't feel like you could talk to your mum or your dad or anyone? No. What about some of these mates you hang out with? Yeah, the ones that you kind of hang out with at the club?
No.
Okay. You don't feel like you can talk to them about this stuff?
No.
Okay. Alright, so the next kind of 10 questions are, like I said, on a 1 to 5 scale. The first one, number 1, being none of the time. The second being a little of the time. Third being some of the time. 4 most of the time. And 5 all of the time. Okay, and I'll run you through those each time we go through the question. Okay, so the first one is, do you feel tired out for no good reason? So 1 being no, none of the time. 2, a little bit of the time. 3, some of the time. 4, most of the time. Most of the time. Do you feel nervous?
Yeah, like, probably, sorry.
Okay. 1's none of the time.
Yeah.
2's a little bit of the time. 3 sometimes. 4 most of the time.
Probably like most of the time, yeah.
Okay, so not all the time.
No, not all the time.
Okay. When you're feeling nervous, do you feel so nervous that nothing can calm you down?
Yeah,
So
all the time.
all the time. Do you feel hopeless in the past 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most of the time.
Okay, most of the time. Okay. Do you feel restless or fidgety?
Yeah, like, probably like, yeah, most of the time.
Most of the time. When you're feeling that way, so when you're feeling restless, do you feel like you can't stand still?
Yeah, like, probably, probably some of the time.
Sometimes?
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay. Would you say in the past 4 weeks you felt depressed?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like all the time.
All the time. Yeah. In the past 4 weeks, have you felt like everything's an effort?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it
All the time.
all the time? Okay. Chris, in the past 4 weeks, do you feel so sad that nothing can cheer you up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably most of the time.
Most of the time. Okay. Okay, and the last one is, the past 4 weeks, do you feel worthless?
Yeah, like all the time.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for answering those. Because I'm a bit concerned, just from what we've had a chat about, and also your ratings that you've given me on this checklist. You know, we've talked a little bit about your week and how you're feeling, and you know your responses to those questions. I'm a bit worried about how low you are. I'm also a bit concerned, you know, about your substance intake and your alcohol intake at the moment. And I want to do some work with you around that if you'd like to. Now, I'd also like to get some consultation from a mental health worker to see if we can find some strategies to help with your mood. Yeah. I know you said you saw a psychiatrist. What did you do with him or her?
He put me on Lovan.
Okay, so an antidepressant.
Yeah.
Yeah? Sure.
And yeah, he just, I don't know, that was it pretty much.
Okay. And did you take those?
No, I started taking them, but then I kind of stopped taking them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they not work for you? You didn't like them?
I just didn't want to take it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know, I just wasn't sure what I was doing, and I read that you know you kind of shouldn't take it when you're drinking, and I don't know what's going to happen.
All right. So medication's kind of one option for helping with low mood and you know feeling pretty depressed, but there are other things. There's other strategies and other ways to work with it, and you know I'd like to do some work with you around your substance use, but I think we also need to think about your mood and how to improve that. And I'd like to get a mental health worker to come and give us some strategies and tips. Maybe talk to you and I about how we can, you know, work with this a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah? Like I said, I'll come with you and maybe they can help us with some strategies to try and improve your mood. And they may suggest medication, but, you know, we'll go and see what they say and hopefully they can help us work on, you know, that, but also, you know, we'll work on some of your alcohol use as well, if that's okay. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe we'll go and make an appointment time and organise to go and see that worker as well.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.